What's going on,
Yo,
everybody? You already know who it is. You know, it's your boy nephew Q. And if it's your
woo!
first time tuning in, this is Beyond the Game. And I got my Keezy KJ, aka Don't Do It. Go introduce yourself for the people real quick, Mr. KJ.
I ain't gonna do it. Not today.
you ain't
Today
gonna
is
do.
not today.
Well,
No,
why
I'm
ain't
not
today
doing it.
today?
It just ain't today. Today ain't today. I ain't doing it today.
no,
Ah,
you nah
Everybody,
you
everybody did it yesterday, but I
yeah.
ain't gonna do it today though.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
boy.
do it.
We doing it today. And
So
then
don't do it.
we got
Don't
my
do it.
guy. We got my guy.
ah.
Jones, aka Lakers liaison, aka Lakers Suge Knight in the building.
That's
Jones,
right.
what's going on
Come
with you,
on.
baby?
I'm here, baby. Woo! Let's go. We
Let's
in the
go.
building, baby.
Let's go,
Late show.
Jones. Yeah, Jones, you in trouble today. You in trouble today.
I told everybody
Keezy.
the Lakers was gonna win. Hey man, you
They won't
Pop,
listen to
I'm
you.
sure. Who won it?
They who won it? Who
Who
Keezy
won it?
about to get Keezy about to get this work today. But since
I
you brought
told
it
y'all,
up,
man, if y'all want to
since you
come
brought
win,
it up.
West. The West is best.
If you won't come win, come out west.
Come out West.
Hey man, you ain't said nothing slick to a can of oil.
Come
But
on, man.
man, let's go and get this thing started. And like you brought up and mentioned and alluded to, the Los Angeles Lakers are now the 2020 NBA champions.
They the champs. Y'all see it.
Casey, I'm gonna let you cook on this, Jones. I'm gonna let you go last. 'Cause I know you got a whole bunch to say.
Damn right I do.
Casey, what was your
What up?
thoughts on Game 6 on Sunday?
Mm. That Lakers defense looked real good out there.
So you right.
That Lakers defense looked good. The Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
So the last three games, the Lakers finally started getting some help from other people. KCP finally showed up and did something. I don't know where he's
Mm-hmm.
been.
Chilling.
Um, but you know the Lakers closed them out just like we predicted they would. That's about it though. I ain't got nothing to really say about it. Jimmy was gassed. You know he gave all he could. It's trying to be a one man wrecking crew, and we see clearly that don't work. So
No.
Nope.
Nah.
Don't work.
that's it on game six.
Nah.
Don't work.
But before I let Jones cook on this, somebody had put something in the Beyond the Game fan page, and I want to run this by you real quick. It says Jimmy, meaning Jimmy Butler, dealt with
Jimmy.
LeBron's workload and had nothing left in Game 6. Kawhi dealt with 20% of the pressure that LeBron has had for a decade straight and melted down in Game 7. Now, this part right here might touch a little nerve. MJ dealt with the scrutiny LeBron has had since he was 16 and walked away from the game twice. Now,
Hey,
that just that kind of put things in perspective. But Jones,
from that perspective.
you got your LA Lakers gear
Don't
on
do it.
right now
I
today.
got it on, baby. I got it
Hey,
on.
go
I'm
go
I'm gonna
go
say this
go and
right
tell us
here, man.
about
I'm
the.
gonna say shout out to the Lakers for winning it all. We had a
Mm-hmm.
lot of doubters, a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
man, a lot of doubters.
Mm-hmm.
When LeBron came, oh, he's just coming to be the next Kevin Hart. He
Mm-hmm.
ain't
Talk
coming
to
to
him.
win no games. He's
Talk to
done
him.
playing. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
y'all done traded away your whole team. Brandon
Oh
Ingram's
boy.
good.
Mm-hmm.
The ball's good. Y'all traded away
Mm-hmm.
all the young pieces. Y'all got an
Mm-hmm.
injured Anthony Davis.
Talk
Dwight
to him.
Howard's washed up. He
Talk
can't
to
do
him.
nothing. He ain't even got no. He can't even get a job. Why y'all sign him?
Talk
Jared
to
Dudley. Who is Jared Dudley?
him. Talk to him.
Y'all signed the Morris twins? Them boys ain't never won nothing. Then y'all go get Rondo, who can't hit the backside of a barn.
Mm.
Everybody
You
talk
going you
bad
going you
about it.
going too far.
Now you ain't keep cooking, Jones. You got
No,
to keep
I ain't.
cooking.
Go ahead.
Everybody
Don't do
talk
it.
bad.
Don't do it.
Everybody
Don't do it.
talks
You're
bad
going too
about the
far. Go
Lakers.
ahead though.
Nobody gave us a shot. Everybody was talking about the Clippers. Keezy, you had the Clippers. The
In
Clippers,
seven.
well, it didn't even go one. It
Hold
didn't
on, hold
make it.
on, hold on, Jones. Hold on. Let me stop you for 1 second because you naming off this hit list. I got one more for you, right quick. I'm gonna pull up. Let's not forget
Come
LeVar
on,
Ball,
come
Lonzo's
on,
daddy. He
come
said
on,
the
man.
Lakers. He said the Lakers trade my son. They're never going to win a championship. LeBron James without Lonzo is not going to win a championship in LA. I'll guarantee that. I just wanted to
Come
add
on,
that
man.
name to your list of people real
He's
That,
quick.
that,
but he's like a lot of people that be in the group though. They just pumping hot air out there. They ain't really
that
got no
didn't age
substance
well at
behind it.
all,
But
did it?
carry on though.
That didn't age well at all.
Mm-mm.
Everybody was knocking the Lakers the whole time. Oh, this, oh, that. They couldn't get there. Oh, small ball, they can't handle the Rockets. We did in 5. Oh no, the Nuggets is young. They looking good. We couldn't get the Nuggets. We handled them too. Everybody was knocking us at every single turn, man. And we showed out and we did what we did. Like my man just said, Rondo did shoot 50% from 3 in the bubble, but everybody said he couldn't shoot jumpers. This team came together collectively, did what they had to do, and they was dominant. They was dominant. You can have that look all you want to, Keezy. They was dominant, man. And shout out to LeBron James. Everybody thought he was done. He was washed up. He came through in the clutch, did what he's supposed to do. You got to give that man his damn respect. That's all I'm going to say. Give him his damn respect, Keezy. Wake up. When somebody mentions LeBron's name, you better stand up straight, sir.
Listen, LeBron gets all the respect he needs. Who don't respect him? Who don't respect LeBron?
It's a lot of people out there who don't respect the guy.
I'm just trying to figure out what this respect is he wants. Huh? He's rated probably top 5 on any real basketball person's list of all time, which is hard to compare eras and all that. But that's pretty respectful. It ain't like somebody said, "Oh, LeBron's number 23 on my list."
Why can't we just talk about him and respect him and talk about the present?
That's what I'm saying. What he is doing is crazy.
When Jordan won his first championship, nobody mentioned Magic, nobody mentioned Kareem, nobody mentioned Wilt. When they won their first championships, there wasn't no talk about none of them. Why every time somebody talk about LeBron and him winning a game, it's a whole down my timeline talking about the GOAT and Jordan. Jordan had his time.
You speaking to my soul right now.
Come on, man.
I don't know where this comes from. I don't know where this comes from. Like I don't know where it comes from. I have no idea what everybody is so. I don't know why everybody's so upset about. I don't understand it. They do it for Patrick Mahomes, although he only played
for the Cowboys. Nobody talked about Bo Jackson. When Shaq was winning championships, nobody brought up Kareem or Wilt. Every time LeBron
nobody ever said a word about anybody else, did they?
No. Every time LeBron scored 40 points, man, down my timeline is Jordan videos. I can't even be on Facebook no more. I'm done.
If y'all would chill on the LeBron GOAT every time he make a bucket, y'all probably wouldn't get that.
Who's y'all? Because we've been doing this for a while.
Probably
I've never been a
LeBron.
I will say this. Petey don't count. I know he's watching, but Petey don't count. Petey has Bill Russell as a small forward, so Petey don't count. But
I've never been a LeBron guy.
Yep, that is true. It took a long time for Jones to come up, but that's why him saying this is just all so surprising to me because he's never been a LeBron James.
But you can't even get this flower while he's here. Y'all throwing firecrackers at the man.
I love LeBron. I don't like when he be flopping because he's 6'9" and 260. I don't like when he be flopping like that.
This man can have 40, and 40, and you want to talk about him flopping one play.
I'm telling you, I love everything he does on the basketball court except when he gets touched on the arm, he flops. Everything else is great. That's the only thing I don't like. Everything else is great.
So you like 99 things he do, but you want to highlight the one thing you don't like.
I didn't highlight it. I said everything else is perfect. I said one thing. One thing I don't like.
You had a butt.
One thing, and that's it.
You had a butt.
I don't respect LeBron though, because I think 99 things he does is great, but there's one thing I don't like.
You liked about him. You mentioned the one butt.
If I reach in a bucket, it's 99 good things in there and one bad one. What's the chances of me picking out that one bad thing?
Just slim, because you just
almost none.
You just did it.
You just did it.
Part-time actors.
You just said you didn't like the part-time actors. I didn't hear the 99.
Donovan said,
"That's the only thing I don't like." And when he takes stupid 3-pointers when he should punish somebody down low.
All right,
easy,
man.
Right.
Easy.
Okay, that's two things
you like.
Flopping and taking silly 3-pointers when he should be punishing somebody down on the block. That's the only two things I can't stand. That's it. Other than that, I can't complain about nothing he does.
So you got 99 things you like about him, but you just let me know the 2 things you didn't. Gotcha.
And there you go.
Let me get to Donovan's questions real quick. Donovan wants to know. He said, no knock on any team that's in the bubble at all, but don't y'all think that no travel and no fans made things a lot simpler for these guys? To that, Donovan, I would say this. I don't think it made things simpler. I actually think it helped the players because they got to focus more because all of that outside distraction with fans and family members and all that hoopla, they got to focus on just the game, and there was nothing else to do in the bubble besides practice, watch game film, and go over a walkthrough. So I don't think it really made it simpler for them, but I think it also made them focus a lot more. What y'all think about that?
It helped some teams, and I think it hurt other teams. Like it probably helped Miami. It probably helped Miami. It probably helped Tyler Hero and them young dudes from not having to go against the other team's fans and all that. It hurt. I think it kind of hurt like Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, for example, they didn't get that extra day of rest, extra day of travel or whatever. Kind of hurt them in that way because they was playing back to back all the time. Yep. But I mean, LeBron's been to the playoffs all the time, so he don't. Hell, they could have played outside, and it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. I think glass half empty, glass half full. I think it helped players like Kenji said. It helped the Miami Heat. It helped the Heroes. Obviously, we've seen it help a player like T.J. Warren. It helped the Phoenix Suns. But when you have players that's already been in the limelight, the stars that feed off the crowd, those are the ones that's hurt. The LeBron Jameses, Russell Westbrooks, James Harden. Those players feed off the crowd. The crowd is their energy. Now they don't have that extra to get them over the hump. You know what I'm saying? So I think it hurt the star players, but it helped the role players.
The role players.
Yeah, because the role players like a T.J. Warren. T.J. Warren's always been good, but he ain't been this daggone good. Was it the crowd? Was he nervous? Because I didn't see no nervousness in him. He ain't have no hitch in his shot or nothing.
Nothing.
I would like to say that it helped impact players.
It helped a lot of players shooting because you shooting on them same rims and stuff all the time, over and over and over again. You practice right there, you play right there. So,
how many players?
Rondo, for example, 50%.
I know a bunch of people that's all stars in practice, but when it's the fans and the zebra stripes out there, not so much.
You know what it is, when the popcorn starts melting, what you gonna do when the popcorn starts melting over at the concession stand? When that popcorn kick in, what you gonna do then?
Plus, you got to understand, man, playoff basketball is completely different than regular season. The fans will help you. Everything is different. A lot of these players didn't experience that. Tyler Hero had a good playoff. Would it have been the same with him having to travel and go to L.A.? And they got big head stands. They got big heads, and they really got signs really heckling him. Probably pictures of his girlfriend naked while he's shooting free throws. Would that help him? We have to consider that type of stuff now, because that's what goes on in the playoffs.
It does. It definitely does. But speaking of LeBron James, like you guys just alluded to, LeBron James has 4 titles, 4 Finals MVPs, which him and Jordan are the only 2 people to ever do so. So, with that being, he went down to Miami for his first 2, came back home, quote unquote, home to Cleveland, won his 3rd, came to LA, won his 4th. So, Keezy, I'm gonna throw this one to you first because I like Jones cooking, so I'm gonna let him go last on some of these.
You know what it is,
Keezy.
We're doing this right here.
Which LeBron James title do you think has the most meaning?
A lot of people want to say this one, but I think it was the one in Cleveland. Definitely the one in Cleveland for me. Easy, Cleveland.
Go ahead.
He went back home. He went back home, won that championship. They was down in the series where nobody thought they could come back against that team, and he willed them. So I mean that one has the most meaning, I say, for him personally and probably for his legacy. I say it probably has the most meaning.
Yeah.
Well, what about you, Jones? Which one was you say the most meaning?
Man, you know what? Keezy hit it right on the nose, man. Keezy hit it right on the nose. It was the Cleveland one. Commodore, what's up, baby? We waiting on you, man. What you doing?
I was just about to say, Commodore, we was trying to reach out to you, man. We couldn't get a hold of you, but go ahead, Jones.
But anyway, man, I think Keezy hit it on the nose. It was the one in Cleveland. And the reason why a lot of people don't understand this, Jordan was favored in every finals. I don't mean to talk about Jordan. But
Go
he
ahead.
was favored every finals
Don't
that
do
he.
it.
I'm not even gonna do it. LeBron, 10 finals.
Mm.
LeBron have been to 10 finals. This is only the second finals he was
Second one.
favored in.
Mm-hmm.
The other one when he was in Cleveland and they played against the Warriors were the favorite. The Warriors was favored to win that finals. They was favored
Mm-hmm.
majority of the game. LeBron overcame the obstacle, overcame the bookies in Vegas, overcame what everybody else thought, and defied the odds. That doesn't really happen a lot. Usually the favorites win all the time. They may not cover the spread, favorites win all the time in all the finals. That's one finals that LeBron defied the odds. Everybody thought LeBron was going to lose. LeBron came and won. I ain't seen it
Yeah.
happen in no other finals.
Commodore
That's
said, I
all I'm
don't know.
saying.
Hey, Commodore, we was trying to reach out to you, baby, to get you on here, man. But uh, my take is a little bit different from y'all's, man. And y'all gonna relate to this one right here, man. With us being fellas and whatnot, no disrespect to anybody else watching the show right now.
That's right.
Y'all, one thing I want to say is y'all always remember your first. No matter what you did after that, you always remember your first. So nah, I'm
Right.
just bull. But anyways, I'm gonna go with y'all too, man. I'm gonna say Cleveland is probably his most meaningful one. Not even for the
Yeah.
simple fact that he went back home and won it. It's for the fact of how he done it, which is the first player to ever come back from a 3-1 deficit in NBA Finals. The back-to-back 40-point games. I think it was games 5 and 6 that he had, and then the closeout triple double in Game 7. And yes, for everybody watching, yes, Kyrie hit the shot. Yes, he hit the big shot to win the game eventually. Not taking away anything for Kyrie, but also LeBron James had the big block that set up the Kyrie shot. So let's not
Yeah.
negate and omit that as well. But my
Right
my
about
reason for
that.
saying my reason for saying Cleveland is, like I said, because of how it was done in historic fashion, with him coming back, being down from 3-1 to beat the arguably quote unquote the greatest team ever, because they were 73-9 at that point. So I would say Cleveland for that fact is because, and then you add on Cleveland hasn't had a championship in that city in 52 years, and LeBron James came back, made a promise, came back
Made a
home,
point.
and he delivered on his promise, which he also promised the Lakers he would get a championship for them too, and he delivered on that promise as well. But
He did.
man, let's see, get some of these comments. Rick Hall, he said Cleveland, and it's not close. I
It's the
wouldn't say it's
truth.
not close. I wouldn't say it's not close. I would say the Lakers one is a close second one. And I say that from this standpoint is because a lot of people thought LeBron James was washed up. He had nothing, especially after last year turn is growing. People was like, "Oh, he's washed up." And then I don't know if a lot of people remember this. Coming into this season, the
Yeah.
Lakers were ranked fifth to come out the Western Conference. So they was the fifth
Exactly.
ranked team to come out the Western
Exactly.
Conference.
I mean,
And
behind
then
the Jazz and a bunch of teams.
behind the Clippers, obviously the
Who
Nuggets.
the hell ranked that? Who said
Yeah,
that?
They
according to
had it
Bleacher
ranked that
Report,
way.
they had the Lakers ranked fifth in the Western Conference,
They
and they was
did,
basing
man.
it.
They need to turn that microphone off then.
Bro, I don't know what they was
And
thinking,
LeBron
but
faced a lot of adversity right here, man. I mean, he got doubted every series. Every series he got doubted, even getting the Finals MVP. And I was quiet. I love UK. I'm a UK fan, down hard. Lakers, UK 49ers. Everybody know this. Anthony Davis, that's my guy, man. He's going to be great. But we all know he takes off some games. I'm
yeah,
not going to admit
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Everybody just assumed he's supposed to get the award. He's supposed to get the award. No, man. Listen, no. LeBron's been consistent. He's been dope the whole series.
Uh, Andrew said I still got that. You know what, Andrew? It's my birthday month. I'm gonna have a cigar the whole
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
month,
Tell
man.
Andrew, man, he got the big eye, man.
But before we continue on, I have a special guest who just hopped on here, man. He's a friend of the show. He's always on the page, commenting. He's getting live. So let me introduce everybody to Commodore. Commodore, what's going on with you,
Hey,
man?
there you
Hey, Laker Nation.
go. My guy. That's what I'm talking about. There
so
Go
you
we
go.
got
James.
we
Go
got my guy
James.
Commodore in here. And of course, Commodore, this is your first time meeting KJ. KJ, that's Commodore. Commodore's been on the show before, man.
How you
Yeah,
doing,
he's
But
good
all right,
sir?
Com
man.
What
but
up, bro?
Commodore,
What's up?
uh, which LeBron title has the most meaning to you?
Definitely the Cleveland one. Easy.
Cleveland,
Yeah, Cleveland, man. 3-1
my
deficit
dog.
against the super team. And
Yeah.
everybody can throw out that whole Draymond Green didn't play one game.
One
That
game,
don't
bro.
Get that out of there. He still played the next two.
The next
Get
6 and
that out of there.
7.
But it was definitely the Cleveland one. You know, the deficit and him
Yeah.
hometown. He said he was going to do it, and he did it.
He
Hey
did.
man, you ain't got no complaints from me, Commodore. But some people coming on here. He said, "Is that Offset?" And then you got
Yeah.
Rick Hall. He said, "I hate Commodore." Dang,
He
Commodore,
think
you ain't been
I
on here. You ain't been on here for
already a
30
celebrity,
seconds.
man.
2 minutes.
Hey man, I wish they would say that about LeBron James. They just can't say
Um.
they hate LeBron James,
Oh.
but
But
they get on here and say they hate Commodore.
let. You know what? That's a point for
Hey,
people out
everybody hates
there.
my sports takes. Everybody hates.
I would much rather people say I hate LeBron James than to go behind all these other narratives. But before we continue, while we have some people on here, while we have a lot of people on here watch right now, Commodore, I know you just dropped some new music, so let everybody know where they can find some of your music at, man.
Oh, I
Let's
just
get it.
dropped. I got a single out. It's called My Outfit. It's on all streaming platforms, and I got an EP dropping on the 23rd. It's called The Resurrection. It's got 8
Yeah,
songs on it, and it'll be on all platforms: Apple, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, YouTube, whatever you like. It's gonna be on that, man. So check it out. October
I
23rd, I'm
definitely
dropping,
need it.
and I'm dropping a video to my single My Outfit. So yeah,
Hey,
let's get it.
My
there it
God,
is.
man. My God. Hey,
Commodore, Commodore, you
can I
got
get a
me?
piece of next CD?
No,
What?
no,
Who?
no,
You crazy as hell.
no.
Hey, Commodore, you
No,
better
man.
tell him.
Uh,
Uh,
you got it. He got it. He got it. No,
uh,
no, no, Cal. He got it.
hey, Commodore, you
Yeah,
got time to
I'm
kick
with
it
my
with us for a
man.
little bit?
Yeah, I'm here for a sec. Yeah.
Okay.
You hear
All
me,
right. So let's switch it over to a little bit of NFL. Dak Prescott went down with a gruesome injury on Sunday. He's going to be out 4 to 6 months. He just had surgery on Sunday. So Andy Dalton, the red. Oh, okay, Keezy got it right there.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And Andy Dalton, the red rifle, the red rocket, took over and led the Dallas Cowboys to a comeback win against the Giants. I don't know why they had to come back against the Giants, but that's neither here nor there right now. So,
man?
anyways, I would like to ask the fellas, what percentage would you give the Cowboys to win the NFC East? Jones, you got it.
NFC East, I would give them about a 60% chance. I mean, it's just a roll of the dice, whoever, because they out. Every team in that division sucks. It don't even matter who comes out. They only got one. They're gonna play one more week. Whoever comes out, they play 1 week and they go home. They all suck. Giants, Redskins, all of them. But when we're talking
All
about
of
the Cowboys, man, the Cowboys got a better shot. They got a better roster. They got a lot more potential as far as they got some names that could probably do something. But people so gun ho on Andy Dalton. I wish Hot Dog was here. He's been
I
an
Mm-hmm.
do
advocate
too.
for Andy
I
Dalton.
do too.
He's the advocate for Andy Dalton. And I keep telling him, Andy Dalton, it's not 2015, it's 2020. I ain't the same man I was 5 years ago. And none of y'all the same man y'all was 5 years ago, if you know what I mean. I ain't
Hey,
25 no more. I'm
hey, say
30.
no
That's
more.
over with. It's over with. I'm 30. I'm 37. I ain't the same man I was at 32. And
Mm-hmm.
so why they think Andy Dalton's still the same playoff guy he was in 2015? I don't know what happened. So
Mm.
I don't know what they think they got, but they better really see, man. He struggled. He's gonna struggle next game, man. Andy Dalton done got older, slower. His knees is hurting. He's probably got all kind of been gay at home because that's what happens when you get old.
Let's
He
see.
ain't
Hold
the
on.
same quarterback.
See, look,
He
hold
ain't the
on.
same quarterback.
Before I let y'all cook Keezy and Commodore, I know what he's trying to get at with his old comments, and I ain't gonna let him do it right now. I know what he's trying to get at, but I ain't gonna
Well,
let
I
him
was
do it
leading
right
into some stuff.
now. I
I
know
was
you was
leading into
leading into
some stuff.
something. I know you was. I know you was.
I was trying to
Keezy,
get
what
better.
percentage? Keezy, what percentage would you give the Cowboys to win the NFC East?
Stop it.
I mean, they got a 25% chance, just like everybody else, because they all suck, all of them. Whoever wins the division, you probably win the division at 6 and 10. 7-9. You only have to have a winning record. You win the division.
Damn.
Ain't that what I said months ago? 6-10. I said that.
6 or 7 wins, you win the division.
That's crazy, man. Terrible.
Man. So you said 6-10. You give them a 25% chance. Commodore, what percentage would you give the Cowboys to win the NFC East?
I'm just gonna go ahead and give them like an 80% chance. They got the best roster. Andy Dalton just has to play okay. Like if he plays okay, like he played okay in Cincinnati, then they win the division easy because they have too much talent. Like you're not gonna stop Zeke every game. You're not gonna stop Amari every game. You're not gonna do it, Cooper. So I get my 80% chance. I thought the Giants, but Giants is playing back.
Yeah.
But my question is, man, can Andy Dalton handle Jerry Jones calling his phone and come knocking on his door at midnight to talk about football? Because that's Jerry Jones.
Yeah, he can because he's a yes man.
I would say this. He has to because Andy Dalton is a backup. So as a backup, you're gonna have to do whatever it is to make sure you sustain a roster spot. So if Jerry Jones wants to call and talk at 3 a.m., you better pick up that phone and talk to him at 3 a.m. because you no longer have that security like you had in Cincinnati where you was the starting quarterback and you wasn't worried about who the backup was. So now you have to do everything you can because if not, you're gonna be out the league in about 2 to 3 years. But I'm right there with you, Commodore. I give them an 80% chance because oh man, I'm gonna hit him up after the show. All he has to do is not mess it up. That's it. But this plays a lot into it. Is Mike McCarthy's play calling? His play calling has been suspect so far during the season. So can Mike McCarthy put Andy Dalton in the best positions to succeed for the rest of the season? Meaning, are y'all going to start giving the ball to Zeke more because you don't trust Andy Dalton to win the games? Or is he going to put the ball in Andy Dalton's hands saying, okay, we're going to start trusting Andy Dalton because they putting 8-9 in the box, so we got to put it in Andy Dalton's hands to win the game. So, but like you said, that...
What is the problem in Green Bay? He would not give the ball to the running back?
I'm gonna let KJ. I'm gonna let KJ because that's KJ's squad.
Yeah,
no running game the whole time he was there. He just tried to let Aaron Rodgers do it all, which he's trying to do the same thing now. That's why Dak putting up all them crazy numbers. But when they get down like that and they lose it, he likes that anyway because he don't want to run the ball. They got to throw it every time. And I don't know how Zeke feel about it. Zeke got 9 carries, 8 carries. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. Like if they get down in the first half and then they got to rely on Andy Dalton, they in trouble. But if they can run the ball early and let that defense get a lead, they might be all right.
Ricky said, if you're the Cowboys, would you not go after Jameis by the trade deadline? That's
the
actually interesting. Well, first of all, he don't play for the Bucs. He plays for the Saints. But
okay.
But that is actually
the Bucs need to get it back. The Bucs need to get it back.
I'm not going there with you. I would say no, only from this standpoint is that if you trade for Jameis, he's going to come into a whole new system with whole new players. They need to get time in and all of that, and it just ain't enough time for all that. Versus Andy Dalton has been there at least since training camp, so you might as well go ahead and just ride the thing out instead of trying to trade for a quarterback and trying to put a whole new system in. So I would say
that. You said he ain't got the timing.
He ain't got
time. You want me to tell you who he got timing with? He got timing with the Bucs receivers. He got timing with them Bucs receivers, and they need him right now.
Stop knocking Tom Brady, man. He'll be all right.
Man, talk to him.
When nobody talking about Tom Brady when he threw 5 touchdowns, then he had a bad game, and it's like, see, we knew it was old.
Talk to him.
I thought I seen him on an AARP commercial. Was he on that Life Alert commercial?
I mean, he gonna get that check, but
you gotta get that money.
He gonna win some games.
Look. We lost to the Bears, 19-20. All right, no ifs, ands, buts about it.
My guy's hurt right now.
So is my guy.
Your team's a 49ers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That lost to the Dolphins
right now.
Y'all just got ran off the field, right?
My guy's hurt.
You know what, Commodore and KJ? I'm glad y'all brought that up because I got something I want to ask too.
Text Commodore.
No, yep, too late now. I got a question since I got KJ and Commodore right here. Y'all brought that up. So since Jimmy G, he was 7 for 17, 77 yards, 2 interceptions, and the 49ers lost the Dolphins 43-17. He got pulled and replaced both of the backup starters, Nick Mullins and C.J. Beathard. So I'm gonna let Jones go last on this. KJ, I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna let you cook. Have the 49ers lost faith in Jimmy G?
I don't know why they have faith in him in the first place. Why they have faith in him in the first place? Everybody act like Jimmy G led them to the Super Bowl last year. They handed the ball off and ran it down everybody's throat. That's how they got to the Super Bowl. Jimmy G didn't do nothing. And that's why he got benched the other day out here throwing picks and stuff. That one dude, what's his name? Nick Mullins or whatever? He looks better than Jimmy G. Nick Mullins looks better than Jimmy G.
What?
49ers ain't making it back to the Super Bowl this year. So, Jones, y'all made it that 1 year. Congratulations. It's over now.
I didn't review his application.
Hey, KJ,
they had a good 1 year run. Congratulations.
They not making it next year, the year after that, the year after that, the year after that.
They better sign James
Please put the crown down.
Put the crown down. Commodore, I'm gonna let you cook on this, man. Have the 49ers lost faith in Jimmy G?
They never believed in him because of the way they set his contract up. It was all front loaded. So they never believed in him from the jump. So it was either like, we'll pay you right now, so just in case you fail, we ain't got to pay you no more. And so that's why it was so easy for them to pull him in this game. It's because they never had faith. So they pull him. So it's a wrap. He might get another start.
You went too far. You started off good. You went too far.
You went too far. Another start, but they definitely don't. It's a wrap for him. We talk about trading for Jameis.
49ers.
Hold up, Commodore. You started off good.
Go ahead and tank for Lawrence.
You started off good. With the intense.
Don't do it, Jones.
Hey, you went way over there somewhere.
Well,
Wait, 10 seconds.
Jones, before I let you cook, Jones, man, the 49ers, Jimmy G, he's thrown for 467 yards so far this season, which is trash. 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 60% completion. Here's the losses for the 49ers. They lost to the Cardinals, first game of the season, 24-20. They beat the Jets, but hell, I mean, us four can beat the Jets right now. And then they beat the Giants, 36-9. And then they lost to the Eagles, 25-20, and lost to the Dolphins, 43-17.
That's the worst one.
305.
I didn't expect all this today.
Yeah, you started off good. You felt good when we were talking about LeBron.
I did. I feel like we were just talking about LeBron. Is Jimmy LeBron James? I don't know who they may be the same people. But let me tell you like this.
LeBron performs. He puts up numbers.
First of all, Jimmy
LeBron,
even Alex Caruso.
God damn.
Hey, now he's Deion Waiters.
Yep.
Hold on, man. Jimmy hurt. He had a high ankle sprain. Commodore, you being a football player and a star, you know, a high ankle sprain. They said he was going to be out 6 weeks. He came back in 2. He's not ready. I watched the game. He was limping. He was hurt.
As a football player, once you feel like you're ready to go, it's only a mind thing. So that means that Jimmy G wasn't mentally there. Because if you come back and you decide that you can go, because remember, Saquon Barkley had the same injury last year. He had that high ankle sprain, I believe it was last year. It was really, really bad. Yeah. He came back early from that. And guess what? Went out there and balled because he didn't think about his injury. Jimmy G, the same way.
Well, maybe he got a shot. He got a shot.
Everybody gets shots. So
everybody gets cortisone shots.
Everybody gets a shot. So that means even through the shot, he didn't have faith in himself. Because remember, he came back last year off the ACL and still didn't feel good. He was playing really, really bad.
He didn't feel good.
And then he started playing a little better once he got comfortable. So it's the same thing. But this is
you gotta get comfortable, man.
But
quarterback position.
No, but this is the
quarterback is different than quarterback is different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this is the second time we've seen that he's not mentally fit for this. He didn't have no issues in New England because he just had to come in and play. He wasn't going through no adversity. I just got to hold
Well,
it down to
when you
time.
tear your ACL, well, you gotta understand, you tear your ACL, you tear your ACL. I get what you're saying, and I agree. You tear your ACL, you don't participate in no preseason or OTAs, and then you start off the season. He start off rocky, then he came to play. The pressure is on the 49ers. We are really America's team.
Oh my
49ers,
God.
not the Cowboys.
This
What?
So the pressure's on.
Don't do
So
it.
I understand, like you said, he may not be ready.
It's over. It's over for Jimmy G. This is his last year. He gets one more. He's gonna get one more shot. But if the 49ers don't
let him
make
sit.
the playoffs, he's done.
Listen, no, did y'all see all the people that get carted off the field against the Jets? What? We lost everybody.
Jones, they lost to the Dolphins, the Eagles.
I got hurt watching the game against the Jets. I got hurt. My headache. I got a headache. I got hurt watching the game. Parents getting caught off the field. I got a headache. I got a migraine. I got to lay down.
You know what it sounds like to me, Jones? It sounds like you're making a lot of excuses right now. Sounds like you're making a lot of excuses right now.
The players got hurt. Everybody got hurt.
It sounds like the 49ers got the number 1 pick in the draft is what it sounds like.
Where's the defense? Where's the defense?
Yeah, Jones, where's your defense at, baby?
Where they at?
Everybody, 5 of them get carted off the field. 5 Pro Bowlers get carted off the field against the Jets.
Everybody's getting carted off the field.
They play in the zone. Somebody should be able to fill in right there and stand in that zone.
Y'all got all y'all's main players still on the field. Period.
Bosa is irreplaceable. Dean Ford is irreplaceable. Richard Sherman, Commodore, you kind of remind me of Richard Sherman. You kind of remind me of Richard Sherman. You know, you both talk a lot of smack and back it up now. You both talk smack and back it up. You got a lot like Richard Sherman. He's hurt.
So, Jones, I hate to be the one to tell you this before I move to the next topic. It's a wrap for Jimmy G, and I'm gonna tell you why real quick. Gransbury, I know she's watching right now. She brought up the good point yesterday that this season is Jimmy G's last season as underneath a guaranteed contract. So after this season, they can move on from Jimmy G and be perfectly fine. So Jimmy G is a. I
get more stats from her about Jimmy G than Deshaun Watson. I don't understand.
And she's watching.
Jimmy G. I don't get nothing about Deshaun Watson.
So this is what I'm gonna tell you, Jones. If y'all lose 2 more games, it's a wrap for Jimmy G. It's a wrap. They're gonna start putting in, Nick Mullins, see what he got. C.J. Beathard to see what they got.
He got hurt, and he's supposed to sit out 6 weeks.
Is Jimmy even playing next week? Have they even named him?
He don't need to. He's hurt.
You know, Commodore, that's a great question. Jones, who is your quarterback?
Jones G. What are you talking about?
Jones is.
Jones is a quarterback.
Listen, man, the man needs to sit out at least 4 weeks. He got hurt. They expected 6 weeks. At least let him sit out a month.
If he sits out, he's done. There's no need because now we're just now y'all just looking to see what the next guy got and see if y'all need to move on.
We don't have a next guy. We don't have a next guy. Nick Butler is not the guy.
I know y'all don't have a next guy.
They got Trey
Jimmy
Lance.
G will be all right.
Trey Lance, Lawrence.
What are you talking about? Jimmy G is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL.
No, I'm naming out a quarterback y'all probably go get. One of them. Y'all go get him.
Jimmy G is a top 10 quarterback. You don't just trade the top 10 quarterback when they get hurt.
Or you don't give a top 10
quarterback.
You don't give a top 10 quarterback all this money up front either.
Hold on, Commodore. Hold on. I'm gonna go back to this top 10 comment real quick. Jones, who is Jimmy G? I know you said he's a top 10. So first, let me ask you this: where would you have him ranked in the top 10? Let me ask you that first.
Hold on. I'm gonna name 5 people real quick. Then I'm gonna let Jones figure out where Jimmy G is after these people. Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson.
Tom Brady's not top 10.
Lamar Jackson.
Tom Brady's not top 10 this year. Tom Brady's not top 10 this year. He messed up.
Tom Jimmy G is?
Tom Brady. I can throw farther than Tom Brady right now. And I ain't throw a football in 20 years.
I'm gonna put some of these comments on here. Rick Hall, he said top 10. Jones, are you corn?
Give me a goddamn football. I bet I throw it farther than
top 10.
Tom Brady right now.
Donovan said like top 10 in his division. Michael Feedback, he said top 10.
He's top 10.
Rick Hall said, "Do what? Jones, get a grip, bruh." So
I'm just telling you,
Jones,
don't do it, Jones. Don't do it.
So
and when you look at where the NFL ranked them, they ranked them in the top 40 of players this year.
And that was wrong.
So they wrong. I'm wrong. Everybody's wrong. Huh?
Not just the 49ers.
We all knew.
I'm saying though.
We knew.
Hey Jones, who is he better than though? Tell me who he's better than.
Who is Jimmy G better than?
Tom Brady. He's better than Tom Brady right now.
Well, we can stop the.
Well, maybe not this week. Maybe not this week because he's hurt.
Well, let's stop.
Actually, in 2 weeks
because you already lying.
Jones, I don't even think you believe that.
Jones is lying already.
William Sweat, he said, y'all need to drug test Jones.
20 yards. Tom Brady can't throw the ball 20 yards.
So he can't throw the ball 20 yards, but yeah, he threw for 5 touchdowns against the Chargers. But you're right. Proceed. Go ahead.
Angels in the outfield. Angels in the outfield.
Did they bench Tom Brady?
There's Angels in the. Last time I checked Commodore, I ain't seen no reports. I ain't seen no reports.
Okay. Tom Brady's over here like.
And you know what?
They don't know what's going on.
You know.
4, 3, 1 shot. Give me 1 shot. Patrol. That's what he said.
So Jones, okay, you got Tom. Larry Stark said Chris is abusing John. Starks. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I can't say that B word. I don't even know what that is.
Barbiturate.
Yeah, there you go. Help me out. So you said he's better than Tom Brady. Who else you got?
I mean, listen, top 10 quarterbacks right now. I don't want to go through a whole list of top 10. The man's top 10 right now.
You ain't got to go through top 10. Just tell us who he's better than.
Okay, he's better than Tom Brady. That's your team. Who's your team? Keezy?
The Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
He's better than both of them quarterbacks. Who's your team?
I put Jimmy G in there.
I'm still holding out on Tua, so I don't think he's better than Tua, and I just seen him practice.
So who's your team, Commodore? He's better than Tua. Tua ain't played a snap. He's better than Tua. Who's your team, Commodore?
He's not better than Lamar.
I'm bypassing. I didn't say that.
There's 10 names at the bottom, and he ain't better than none of them dudes that Rick just named. None of them.
So Rick Hall named the top 10. I'm guessing this is his top 10. He said Mahomes, Russ, Lamar, A-Rod, Deshaun Watson, Josh Allen, Tom Brady. I don't know about that number.
Kyler Murray.
Y'all want me to pick?
I don't know about that. Kyler Murray, Big Ben, and Cam. But out of that 10 he just named right there,
Kyler Murray?
He's not better than any of those.
He's better than Kyler Murray.
Yes.
He's better than Tom.
Okay, so I ask you this, Jones, before we go on to the next topic. When they put the ball in Jimmy G's hands in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl, what happened?
It was a wrap.
I mean, you can't win them all.
I can say
the same thing about Russell Westbrook. I can say the same thing about Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson just threw an interception.
They're not asking him to win it all. They just needed him to win one drive, and he couldn't do that.
He threw a bomb.
Jimmy G is not better than Matt Ryan.
Come on,
ain't better than
Matt Ryan's 0-5. Matt Ryan's 0-5.
At this point, I take Nick Foles before I take Jimmy G.
Matt Ryan is 0-5.
Larry Starks, he made a good point.
On Sunday. Don't ask me about the Falcons.
Nope. Yep. Larry Stark said he's not better than the young can be for the Chargers, Justin Hubert.
Hey, the Chargers got a nice pick in him. They got a nice pick in him.
Listen, Jimmy G, I watched Jimmy G go against the Saints. I watched Jimmy G beat and get to the Super Bowl. Some people fold under pressure. Jimmy G didn't.
Man, listen, I'll take Jimmy Butler over Jimmy G right now.
Yeah, at least Jimmy's going to.
Hey, man, you're crazy, man. That's all right.
But man, let's move.
Joe Montana had his kind of hate when he started doing good. Joe
That was in That was the 1980s. You ain't been good since. So the Browns right now are sitting at 3-0 right now with wins over Cincinnati, Washington, Dallas. I'm sorry, 4-0. Cincinnati, Washington, Dallas, and Indianapolis Colts. So, Commodore, I'm gonna throw this thing over to you real quick. First time, are the Browns for real?
I want to say yes because they're finally using Odell, but I need to see them beat one of the top two teams in their division, which is Pittsburgh with Big Ben playing better, or Baltimore. If they beat one of them teams, they good to go.
Mm. All right, KJ, what would you think? Browns for real?
I need to see more because they played the Ravens first week of the season, right? Got blew off the field.
38-6.
Yep.
So I need to see a little bit more from them. If they start out 7-1 or something like that, then I might say so. But when they get to the meat of their schedule, then we'll see what they really talking about. Because Washington, that's an easy win.
I think.
So hold on, Jones. I'm gonna let you cook real quick. So for Commodore and KJ, they actually played the Cincinnati Bengals this Sunday. So we'll get to see what they're talking about. But go ahead, Jones.
That's an easy.
I think they're right, man. I think the coach is finally starting to call the plays right. Baker Mayfield, he's not a guy that's going to win you the game, but he can manage the game. I've noticed them using Kareem Hunt a lot more. They need to run first, play action. If they can stick with that, they can win some ball games. But if they start putting the ball back in Baker Mayfield's hand and expecting him to win the game, then we'll see the Browns of old.
Kareem Hunt leads the league in fourth quarter rushing yards. So if they can get a lead and just keep handing the ball off to him. And when Chubb comes back, they got a dynamic duo. So then they really straight in. But
Larry Starks, he said Phillip Rivers throws the ball like he got on the wrong deer, which is crazy because Larry Starks is actually a Colts fan, so he probably attests to. He's a Colts fan, so he knows what's going on with them. But I'm right there with y'all, Commodore.
I didn't know the Colts had the number one defense. I did not know the Colts had the number one defense.
Yes. What would you say?
I did not know. I was wondering.
Any given Sunday
against the Colts. I said the Colts keep winning. What they got going on over there? They got the number one defense. So Phillip Rivers, he ain't got to do nothing but manage the game. They actually got a good defense, which I didn't see.
They're gonna be really good as soon as they put Willie Beeman in.
Willie Beeman. Oh man, but let me take a quick break real quick and let everybody know. Let me ask everybody a question real quick, which who likes popcorn? God. Better yet, who doesn't like popcorn? Let me tell you about my friends over at Gourmet Popcorn of Carlisle. They have fun popcorn flavors such as cinnamon toast, candy apple, chocolate, jalapeno, s'mores, salt and vinegar, and my personal favorite, sweetheart. To get you some of this delicious popcorn, all you have to do is go to www.popcarlisle.com, enter the coupon code BTG for 25% off your purchase. That's www.popcarlisle.com. Enter the coupon code BTG for 25% off your purchase. So make sure y'all go over and get some of that delicious popcorn, man. But man, let me ask y'all a quick question, man. Moving right along to the next topic. Hold on. Larry Starks about his Indianapolis Colts. He says we've been building for 4 years.
They've been building longer than that.
Yeah.
They've been building about as long as the house out Winburn.
That's it. I was going to say, long as the highways downtown in Louisville, they've been building for a long time.
For a very, very long time.
I got a question for Starks, though.
Go ahead.
They got a 10,000 piece puzzle they still trying to put together.
Or Jacoby Brissett.
Hold on, what'd you say, Keezy?
For Starks, if he'd rather have Phillip Rivers or Jacoby Brissett as the quarterback.
Jacoby, Willie Beeman.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
That is their Willie Beeman. Jacoby
Willie.
And Larry Starks answered the question. He said racism will get you nowhere, KJ.
Always bet on black. Always bet on black.
That's it. I don't know though. Phillip Rivers can handle some adversity. He's got 10 kids. He knows how to make his decision making's off a little bit. His decision making's off, but he'll overcome it.
He also wears golf shoes as cleats. I don't
Larry
trust
Starks.
that
He said Jacoby.
Like that.
Larry Starks said Jacoby because Phillip Rivers is done.
I'm right there.
Phillip
I think they should have just let Jacoby keep it moving.
Yeah, I'm right there.
Phillip Rivers got
pretty much.
He got paid. Yeah,
he ain't going nowhere.
Got paid. Y'all got robbed right there. Y'all got bamboozled.
So a report just came out today that what's that boy Le'Veon Bell for the New York Jets is reportedly wants out of New York. So I ask you guys, will the New York Jets possibly go 0-16? Here's the next upcoming games, the next 4 games at Miami, Buffalo, Kansas City, and New England.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I go across the water and make a lot of bets. The Jets is one team I always bet to lose. Every game. I don't care what the spread is. I don't care what's going on. That's a lot. That's all I gotta say about that.
He don't care what the spread is. That's pretty bad when you don't care what the spread is.
If the Giants is projected to beat the Jets by 10, I'm putting it on my ticket.
Oh man, so you say they going 0-16. You saying they're going 0-16.
Man, that is a complete dumpster fire down there. I don't know what's going on over there.
So are they taking for Lawrence?
They may be taking for Lawrence. And Lawrence is going to stay in college. Lawrence will stay in college before he goes to the Jets.
If they trade Le'Veon Bell, then they are definitely tanking for Lawrence. They definitely are. Oh man,
Trevor Lawrence will come out. He'll stay in Clemson another year.
That's right. He can stay. But
he will stay another year before he goes to the Jets.
But Lawrence is a different type of dude. He come out, he believes that they can win. He's way better than Darnold is right now.
Hey,
he's a smart dude. That's what you need to say.
Darnold's not good.
Darnold's not good.
Rick Hall said, "Let me tell you who Phillip is better than, though." Jimmy G.
Rick Hall.
Yep.
Jimmy
Rick Hall, G. He's better than his backup. He's better than his backup. Phillip Rivers is better than Jacoby, if you want to say that. He's not better than Jimmy. He's better than the backup.
Jacoby is better than Jimmy too.
I don't believe that.
Top 10 quarterback.
Jones is drunk, but anyway.
Probably better than Jimmy.
Jacoby was third string behind G.
I can name people on this panel right now better than Jimmy G.
Hey man, y'all have
comments better than Jimmy G.
I can't wait till we win something. Y'all so much haters. This is crazy.
I can't wait till y'all win the game either, though.
Y'all know how to play cornhole real good?
You know I know how to play cornhole.
No, we talking about Jimmy G. But anyways, last topic of the game. Last topic of the day, man. 5 Florida Gator players tested positive for coronavirus. They play LSU this upcoming weekend. So should LSU postpone their game against Florida? Jones, go ahead.
I think LSU definitely is going to push for it because they in trouble right now. Florida, even with their backups, will beat LSU by 20. I promise you. LSU is in dismay right now, man. Florida's looking real good. I don't know the 5 players that tested positive, but I know Florida's still going to push to have the game. They already was pushing to get fans in the stadium, and it's to be a big game for them. You know, they done lost to LSU the last couple of times. LSU just got blown out by Missouri, who put up 500 and something yards on them. Quarterback threw 4 touchdowns. Florida is licking their chops to get a piece of LSU right now and add it to the resume.
Yeah, Florida just got beat though, so.
And they want to win.
They just got beat last week, so.
It was close.
It's Florida. It's Florida. They gonna have more than 5 cases. The dumbass governor gonna let all 65,000 fans in the Hard Rock Stadium for the Dolphins game. It'll be more cases after that. So I would postpone because I'd be like, I ain't gonna get everybody else sick, so we might as well postpone. I am not taking this shit back to Louisiana from Florida. Nope. Game over.
Yeah,
LSU not gonna postpone it because they knew that this was gonna happen because that's why they've been pushing for the season from the jump. They knew it was possible, so they're gonna keep pushing to play the game no matter what. Plus, they feel like they got an advantage depending on who those 5 players are. So if it's up to LSU, LSU's playing that game. They're going to play it. They need to win. And whoever their defensive coordinator is probably going to get fired.
Bo Pinelli, who used to coach. Bo Pinelli, I think he coached Wisconsin. He's their defensive coordinator. He's done. He's old. He's done. I don't know what's going on.
So basically, what you're saying is he'll be looking for a new job this season. In the off season.
Yeah.
In
the high school ranks.
For real, because
he gonna coach. He'll be coaching Bull County next year.
Man, he's lost his mind. He's getting cooked.
He gonna be in Lexington before you know it.
He is. He gonna be on Beyond the Game next season as our NFL analyst. But
cameraman. That's it. Cameraman.
Before we get out of here, there's this rivalry game coming up this weekend. We have Tennessee versus Florida on the football field. Jones, you the only one clapping. Go ahead, Jones. Who you got winning this game?
UK versus Tennessee. You know I got my boys. UK winning 21-17. Close game. UK has been there. They just can't put the balance together. One game our offense plays good. One game it's our defense. I think finally we put it together. Don't be surprised if they bench Terry Wilson and start Gatewood. And Gatewood gets a lot of clock. It'll throw Tennessee off. 21-17 UK.
Hold on. I thought Touchdown Terry was your guy.
Touchdown Terry's my guy, man, but we need some new energy. We need some new energy.
I know a quarterback. I know a quarterback.
Who?
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G.
I don't know why I did that.
I don't either.
You know what?
Don't do it.
I shouldn't even did that. 21-17 UK for all y'all Tennessee fans out there. We're going to win.
Keezy, I know you're a big UK football fan, man. What you think about this game? Who you got?
Tennessee by 10.
But
I don't trust UK at all.
So is it some reverse psychology thing going on? Like, fill me in real quick.
No. This is how I really feel.
This how you really
feel.
The
ball over.
Okay, but cut his mic over.
You break down the field with a touchdown. You run down the field with a touchdown inside. You throw up a peace sign. Dude catch you from behind. Then the next play, you fumble the ball in the end zone. The other team gets the ball. You lose that game. The only reason they won the other night because old dude threw 9 interceptions. Hell, he looked like Jimmy G out there.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the hot word today. That is not the hot word today. Jimmy G's name is not the hot name.
When you said Jimmy G was top 10 quarterback, that made Jimmy G the word. Jimmy G is now the word for the day.
What I'm saying is, though, UK has a top 5 offensive line and defensive line. Commodore,
Jones.
Is that key? Is that key of being real good in the trenches?
And that's why I say that UK is probably going to win the game, and I'm saying like 35-34. They're going to play Terry. They're going to play Terry. They're going to run all over Tennessee. I think Gatewood might play a little bit. He's going to run. I don't think he's the thrower that everybody thinks he might be. But I think we finally make that kick and that extra point, and we pull the game out. Real close. So we're going to put up points. I think Tennessee is going to stop the run. We got the best offensive line in the country, so 300 yards rushing for UK. Then a win.
Hey, man, well, first and foremost, out there that North Carolina is ranked number 5 in the top 25 college football polls. I just want to throw that out there real quick. North Carolina, we ranked number 5 in the nation 25. So this little game y'all got going on right now, because we know what we're doing. We know what we're doing.
Y'all gave it to everybody during the basketball season, and then y'all got the antidote sitting up there.
Damn right. So, anyways, I'm gonna be on this one, man. I'm gonna go see you right on this win, but I don't have a high scoring game like Commodore does. I'm gonna go with 24-17 Tennessee in this, just because I want Jones. Okay, wow, it's ain't nothing against Commodore. I just want him to lose because of Jones. That's all.
Because you win, you gonna hear my mouth.
Yep, Jones did this to y'all. So at 2017. I got 24-17 Tennessee Vols, but man, we get ready to get on up out of here. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Commodore, appreciate you for hopping on here, taking time out to get for a little bit. Also, before we go, Commodore, I appreciate what you're doing on the page. I ain't gonna go into specifics Tiffany, I appreciate what you're doing. You going to bet on the page. You going to bet. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's why I had to hit him up, man. He going to bet.
You going to bet on the page.
He's swinging at the
I can't say certain things, man, because people be like, oh man, you just a LeBron James. Woo, woo. So Commodore comes in, he starts squaring up.
He's like Mayweather with the swinging.
So Commodore, just know when you commenting, get at my phone smiling, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Baby, children, man, 20, 40, Commodore swinging at him. He don't care. He's swinging at everybody. He don't care who you are.
Let's not get into my personal life.
With us, man. Jones, I appreciate you taking time out to kick it with us. Everybody who is watching and listening, if you want to watch previous episodes, go to the YouTube channel KY Beyond the Game. If you want to listen to the show, make sure you go check out the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play Store, anywhere that streams podcasts. You can check on Beyond the Game on there. Also, make sure you go to Pop Carlisle. Make sure you go to popcarlisle.com, use the promo code BTG, get 20% off your coupon. And Jones, what he's doing right now, he's got Tourette's. Breaking up out of here. We want you to treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. We out of here.